Welcome to Writing Efficiently with Graphic Organizers, responsive instruction while implementing technology effectively project. We are a WeGoWrite research team from George Mason University, funded by the U.S. Department of Education, OSIP, Stepping Up Technology Implementation Projects. The WeGoWrite team has created TBGO+. The WeGoWrite team is passionate about providing all students with equal academic opportunities. The TBGO Plus tool aims to improve essay writing for writers with and without disabilities who are challenged to compose a cohesive and logical paragraph or multi-paragraph essay. The team has developed, tested, and validated the TBGO with successful implementation in 3rd to 12th grades. The purpose of the WeGoWrite project is to improve student quality of writing and inform teacher data-driven decision-making. The TBGO Plus is a research-based tool that provides significant results for student achievement and teacher professional development. Many students dislike writing. They may have trouble building stamina and are discouraged by the writing process.
When you think about writing for students, what kinds of challenges come to mind that you feel your students face?
My students struggle with brainstorming and organization.
Adding details and sensory words are a challenge for my students.
Well, fear not, for a technology-based graphic organizer was created that addresses some of these common difficulties that students with high-incidence disabilities generally face. To begin, this graphic organizer first focuses on the genre of persuasive writing. It has specific tools and features built in that not only pertain to this specific style of writing, but also to the specific areas of difficulty that our population of students often struggle with. You will notice that after the name and date, the graphic organizer is designed in a way that next asks the students to record the prompt that they have selected. Generally, we would provide 2 prompts to the students and ask that they select the prompt that they are most interested in, know the most about, and would have the best chance at convincing someone else of their idea. This gives them some voice and choice. Let's consider the prompt. Some schools extend the school day hours. Write an essay on whether or not the school day should be extended in the United States.
Well, what would I do if I had a student who needed some remediation in the area of prompt selection?
Great question. You'll notice several yellow light bulbs throughout the graphic organizer with designated numbers attached to them. We call these videos our content videos. If you notice that a student needs some remediation in the area of prompt selection, you can guide him or her to watch content video 2. This will give them some supplemental instruction in that area. Let's take a look.
Hi there! What are you doing?
Well, I want to get started with writing, but I need help. I first need to choose one of these 2 prompts to answer. How do I choose?
Well, I have my super writer cape on and I am ready to help!
Once students have picked a prompt to write about, the next step is to select an essay goal. You'll notice that the drop-down gives the students 3 options, with the only difference in the options being the number of explanations. Next is the personal writing goal section. Depending on the level of independence and awareness of your student or students, you might need to guide students in the personal writing goal selection. You might even choose a writing goal for your entire class to work on.
Can you explain that orange button with the thinking man icon?
Just like the content videos, you'll notice several of these how-to videos throughout the graphic organizer. These how-to videos are designed to aid students with how to use the tool. It's likely that a student might forget what to do in certain parts of the graphic organizer, and that's okay. That is when you might instruct a student to watch one of these how-to videos.
What does the orange circle with the yellow play button do?
Let's check one out.
Keywords. This is the column where you want to organize the most important words or phrases you came up with from your brainstorm. Please write a few words only after the dash. You will later use these ideas to write a complete sentence.
Similar to the how-to videos, these audio comments will inform students on how to correctly complete the graphic organizer, while also giving a few writing tips.
I noticed a message when the mouse hovered over the brainstorm section of the graphic organizer. Can you explain that?
Hovering your mouse over sections of the graphic organizer will initiate text hints. Text hints appear throughout the entire graphic organizer, reminding students what each section should include. Looking on the left side of the graphic organizer, you'll notice the mnemonic ideas. This mnemonic is a great memory tool for students detailing the foundation for persuasive writing. Let's take a look. I. Identify your opinion. D. Determine first reason. E. Explain why or say more. A. Add transition words as you go. And S. Summarize.
What is in that drop-down labeled Choose an Item?
Great question. Remember our mnemonic ideas? The A stands for Add transition words as you go. This drop-down gives several recommendations for possible transition words. Let's take a look before we write our first sentence for D, determine first reason. I'll choose the transition words to begin. Using my dash idea from the main points box, I'll write, to begin, the school day is long enough. Moving to the next box, I'll select another transition word that's appropriate. I'll choose to illustrate. To illustrate, the school day is 7 hours, and you might need a break. You'll notice a gray box to the right of the graphic organizer. This box points out words that I have repeated and may have used too often. This graphic organizer also has some self-regulation components built in. Looking at the far right column, I see a Check Your Work section.
All students have to do here is click on the copy button. So, all of the sentences have been copied. An additional feature to facilitate the revising step of the writing process is the text-to-speech option. Before moving on, students should listen to their final paragraphs. To do this, double-click anywhere inside the orange box and the text will be read out loud. We have come to the final part 5, Evaluate, where students will evaluate how well they believe they did on the essay. Students will read the statement or listen to the audio recordings and choose one of the options in answering them. Got it? Or almost there.
The interactive TBGO tool has been developed and studied over several years. Iterations of the tool have been tested with thousands of students, including students with disabilities and/or those who are struggling with writing. Hundreds of teachers have used it in inclusive, pull-out, and self-contained settings across multiple school districts. Overall, the majority of struggling writers have improved the quantity of essay writing, while all students, regardless of their ability, improve the quality of essay writing. When given sufficient practice, students were able to maintain progress when writing without the TBGO. All teachers and students have reported high satisfaction with the tool and believe the tool helps students to become better writers. The TBGO tool provides significant results for student achievement. This is the written response of a 7th grade student with a learning disability before using the TBGO. And this is the same student's writing after using the TBGO.
In addition to supporting students, our tool has a dashboard for teachers. The teacher dashboard stores and organizes data on students' writing performance and TBGO use, offering teachers the opportunity to make data-driven decisions about their writing instruction.
This tool was developed with the support of the Stepping Up Technology Implementation Program. Please feel free to access the We Go Right TBGO on our website.